new car in 2020. Well, neither one of you do.
Nope.
You've already taken care of that courtesy of Ed Morse. I could use a new one.
You should get one. Here's
Yeah.
my suggestion.
Yeah.
If you're going to get it, I know you want it blocked out. We were going to all get it black. Get, like, yellow. Because if I had a choice, I might even wrap the truck. Because I've had more people pull out in front of this truck. The first one
like
and
a magnet.
this one.
Like a magnet for you.
It's like they don't see it.
You need to put, maybe we could put like a light bar on it.
Oh, my God.
Like maybe one of those
I need some
special
neon
horns,
stuff
like,
or something.
Something like that. I don't know. Ed Morse can hook it up.
They've got the custom shops now, too.
They have dealerships all over South Florida. They have been back in the OBB for a long time now. We love them for it. EdMorse.com is where you go. 70 years in the biz. They've been Dealer of the Year, and over 1.2 million customers. Can't be wrong. They've got the price protection promise. But if you are looking for any sort of a ride, they got like over 13 different brands. Go check it out online, EdMorse.com, and tell them that the OBBs sent ya.
My Ed Morse drives 185.
Well, here's the deal. As the time that this deal drops, it'll be, 5 days before Christmas?
Yep.
Like 4 shopping days before?
Yep.
If you have slacked, you have a Kane fan in your on your list somewhere, well, Canesware is where you got to go. You got to head to Davie or Canesware.com. If you want to make sure you have it under the tree, just go over to Davie.
I went there.
What'd you get?
Christmas gifts.
For who?
You.
Whoa!
And you.
Oh!
So,
son of a... We're doing gifts today?
Well, I couldn't pass this up because that.
Hey.
Thanks, bro. I can tell you what
that is pretty.
I would have had to be thoughtful to do that.
I know. Dad is nice,
And
bro.
I am.
That is like the Darth Sith version
Wow.
of UM
Sith.
cups. That's going to match your black
Wow.
on black
Look,
cup.
They should have Snokes on one side of this.
Show that to the YouTube folks. Look at those.
Look at
awesome.
that.
At
Look at that.
Canesware, I just talked with Brett. They actually have a promotion for us, too. Do we want to talk about this promotion?
Yes, there's a promotion. I was sent a text about this, but I have to pull it up for a second. Hang on. All right, promotion is purchase a $50 Canesware gift card and an OBB Pixel Player shirt. Use promo code OBB free and get the shirt for free. Hold on a second.
That's the Player One Select.
You buy a $50 Canes gift card, and then you will get a free OBB Pixel Player One shirt if you use the promo code OBB free when you do your purchase.
That's correct.
Yes.
Well, bam, there you go.
How good is that?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Not thrilled that we're giving away our stuff for free, but okay, it's the holidays.
It's the holidays.
It's the holidays. Canesware.com, shops of Arrowhead, South University Drive in Davie, just south of 595 on the west side. When you go in there, make sure you just tell Brett that we said hi, and chances are I'm going to be out there very shortly doing a meet and greet because I suck at picking college football games. Yay!
Broadcasting live on tape from our custom-built studios in a closet. These are the Orange Bowl Boys. Brought to you by Ed Morse. Join the 1.2 million people that have been backed by Morse. With the price protection promise, Ed Morse will match any competitor's price or refund you $500. Here's Toast, Roman, and Scoop.
Yes, it is us. Thank God. It is episode number 63, boys and girls. You are tuned into the Orange Bowl Boys. Oh, yeah.
DSC Ocho!
I'm all out of whack. Is it?
No, that's 18, because that was our class rank.
Oh.
63!
Like, yeah, I thought he said 8 or something. I'm like, that's not 63.
I almost passed it by you, gringos.
Sure, okay.
All right.
What's up, everybody?
Hi.
Happy holidays.
Happy holiday.
Let's
Happy
not sing.
post-NSD.
Yeah,
What do you mean not saying? We've been singing for 15 minutes.
ESD, not NSD.
You don't call it NSD?
Comes up in February.
Oh, okay.
This is
okay.
early signing day.
All right, well, happy
National Signing Day
post-ESD.
is still, even though it's the secondary day now, it is still quote-unquote National Signing Day in February. What is that, first Wednesday or whatever? I don't know.
And looking at the show sheet in the prep, ooh, we
Well,
have
listen,
a good one
man.
for you.
So, yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot of stuff to unpack for this episode. Obviously, we had signing day, early signing day, and 18 brand new Canes that'll be taking the field next year wearing the logo, and we love that. But also, there's been a lot of stuff going on social media over the last week. The Cane fandom is really divided right now. It's really split in two, and on a variety, not just one subject, on a variety of different subjects. And so I don't know. So maybe we'll see if we can kind of try to heal some of those divisions, do some of that, try to be a bit positive. There's been a lot of negativity going on. I'm taking the attitude I'm going to try to be a bit more positive about all this, and put 2019 behind me and not worry. 6-6 is over. Worry about the bowl game moving forward. It's over. I'm not going to dwell on FIU anymore. I'm not going to dwell on, Duke. I'm just, why? You're going to drive yourself crazy.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there's nothing. I mean, listen, you're on the verge of going 6-7. There's no alarm for that at all. Okay, so don't worry. That's exactly how we're going to end up 2019.
Listen, the fact that he pulled off this class with 6-6 and the FIU loss, dude. Seriously, he is a salesman.
It is. It is
good.
It is an impressive class when you consider you have 8 top ESPN top 300s. I know you're going to hate this stat, but you actually eclipse your 50% blue chip for this class.
Like 50. Well, overall, aren't we like 57%
right now?
now?
Yeah, right now we're
we're a top 10 team.
Yeah,
Remember now what that means? We'll go 5-7.
Yeah, you're at the 57%. You just saw some of the names of the top 300s. I mean, you're in the big boy club. Now they're at a different level too. When you consider that Alabama has 20. You have some teams 12, 14, 15 for Georgia. But the fact that you were able to rattle off a class that is more heavy laden with 4 stars than 3 stars, coming off the verge of a 6-6 season, you got to have it. And they have some nice centerpieces of this class. I mean,
and you also matched Clemson in 4 stars. Both of you have 11 4 stars. Now, they have 6 5 stars as well. We don't have any, although Chaney was for most of the cycle and then all of a sudden got nicked down.
And you know why? Because
right, exactly.
he shut down his recruitment early, and that seems to be the case for kids that do that. They almost get punished for being loyal.
Right, exactly. Scoop, how do you feel, man? How you doing?
About what?
Well, I don't know. Signing day, you've been rather vocal about a lot of things. How are you?
No, I think
where's your head at right now?
I think that you guys hit it on the head. I think coming off a 6-6, I think it's a great class. You're short on 2 positions.
Yep.
Short on offensive line and corner. Aside from that,
well, and it's worth noting that's in our opinion, because there's plenty of folks on social that told me I'm crazy to say that we're short at those positions.
Yeah, of course.
We
got 1 corner and 2
plenty of bodies apparently.
1 corner, 2 offensive linemen. Yeah, no problem. You're a little short. My opinion is correct.
Yeah.
So let's just go with that. You're a little short in those 2 positions. I think the rest of the class is fantastic.
Yeah,
I really do. You got 2 stud receivers. You want
to talk about that running back class?
Probably the best running back class if maybe somebody took 3 or more, whatever. But the best 2-back running back class in the country with the 2 of them.
I'm really surprised we held on to Knighton.
Yep.
I really thought that was surprised.
Like I thought that was going to be I thought that was so. I'm stoked about that.
If we're going to keep it honest,
you got an elite tight end again, right? Has nothing to do with what's his name. You get the kid from Naples.
D. Yep.
I mean, and you got TVD. Right, you got your 1 quarterback. You got
2 linebackers we love.
You got 3 linebackers. I think that the linebackers are dope. I mean, I really do. They are hard nosed. I mean, they got like 3,000 tackles between them for their senior year. I think the class is great. The defensive line here is absolutely loaded again. I think you're going to see. We talked about this before. I think you're seeing from the linebacker position, you're going to see a lot more speed for the next 3 and 4 years that you've seen for the last 3 and 4 years.
Well, Cave apparently is just faster than anything we've seen in a bit.
You got Cave, you got Huff, you got Brooks, you got McLeod. All those guys are sideline to sideline like we're used to seeing here.
And remember about 4 months ago, we talked to a guy from Texas about Flag. And he basically said, best tackle and linebacker to come out of this state in years.
Yeah.
Years out of Texas.
Yeah. No,
I
think the class is great. 6-6.
I know.
The class is
lost to
spectacular.
FIU and pulled that class.
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks ago, lost to FIU and pulled that class.
Yeah.
It's not like you lost to FIU like back in September and you had time to,
I'm
not disappointed
at all.
It's insane.
Look, for those who thought you were getting Flo, stop. And for those who thought you were getting Darnell, I couldn't tell you if he's coming to Burma. He's not coming. And you had one guy who left. Okay. You did great. Who's bitching? That's exactly what you thought was going to happen. If you had aspirations above that, stop, because that's not reality.
Not at this vantage point.
Correct.
Right. I mean, listen, I love where the class came in.
6-6 is going to have a price at a certain point.
Right.
We're going to give it a lot of superlatives and say, listen, this is a very good class overall, especially coming off the cusp of 6-6. But 6-6 came with a consequence because you lose Green late. You turn around, you're not in play for Flo, and you turn around and you lose Romello Height. Now, that upsets some fans, and I hope we get to talk about that a little bit.
We'll bring up Romello.
Okay. So those are things that, and it's common. If you're new to NSD, and we're not new at all. We've been at this for a very, very long time. It's very natural instinct, human instinct, to focus on what you lost rather than what you gained. And what you gained was a very good class of kids who were committed, which Manny Diaz in his press conference, one of the first things he was talking about, of those 18 kids that came in, right? Or I think it was 19 kids that came in.
18.
So it was initially 19, but out of the 18 kids they were committed and didn't take that visits.
Yeah.
Those visits. Right. So when we kind of looked at that, maybe scoffed a little and said, how can Manny potentially pull that off? Because that's a Clemson way of doing things. That was a Paul Johnson way of doing things. If you're looking, we're looking. But when you think about it, you only had one of the 19 to go ahead and jettison from the program. The other 18 were pretty much solvent in that area. I think that's a good thing. You only got left at the altar essentially by one guy who you thought were committing. The rest of the guys ended up picking somewhere else.
Here's what Manny had to say about that.
We've been pretty clear on this, okay? If you're committed to us and you take other visits, you can still consider yourself committed to us, but we're going to look for somebody else. And that's really what it is. And that's why in our mind, we did not lose a commitment today, because the ones that you're probably referring to had already been taking other visits. So in our mind, we were doesn't mean we're not recruiting him. But again, we're looking beyond those guys at that point. Okay, you have to create value. If you're selling something, you got to create value in it, and I think that's what the 18 bought into, and I think that's important.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that they bought into everything that he was saying in the living room because he held that class together.
So moving forward, now that you saw 18 of the 19 that were committed ended up inking on the dotted line, don't you think that should be the game plan moving forward?
Well, it is, and actually he goes ahead and he says, how's that rule affects the 2020?
The 20 class, which we've been recruiting now for the staff that's been here, some of these guys we've been on since 8th grade. Been on these guys since 9th grade. There's some of these. There were guys committed in this 2020 class that we never would have taken their commitments under our new model. And to be honest, the same thing's true in the 21 class. It'll finally catch up in 22 with the way we go about doing our thing.
Very optimistic that he'll still be doing it in 2022.
Yeah, you hope so.
I certainly hope so.
If I have a piece of advice, I'll tell you.
Yeah, maybe he's got a plan.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, all right, so before we get into any sort of the negative, so in both your opinions, the best signing or your favorite signing from this class?
I think it's got to be the tandem at running back.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'd say Don Chaney, but man, I don't know. I think Chaney's more of a complete back. I think
Knighton's your one-cut go guy, home run guy again.
He's the home run guy. It's not to limit Chaney by any means, but
they're studs.
Yeah, they are.
I got TVD because of the Connecticut roots, and I think he's going to be our starter next year.
Can I share something?
Well, hold on, and then I also X. X is I love Xavier. I love
he's a Miami kid.
Exactly.
He's a Miami kid.
And I love the fact that there's like 18 Miami kids in this class.
I think that's the difference. And if you want to, I'm happy to bring it up. If you want to talk about the whole Francois thing, that I was very vocal about that yesterday. Like, at some point, you have to make an example out of a kid. And I don't necessarily. I'm not harping on any kid. You just happen to be that kid who put yourself in that position. You can't blame anybody else. You're the one who committed twice, decommitted twice, potentially, I don't know, maybe you gave your word a third time. I don't know. I don't know how the whole thing went down. There is some rumblings about
that his offer was pulled.
That the offer was pulled. And you know what? Good. At some point, you have to show these kids, and are you going to get some bad flack for it? And are you going to lose a kid or two because of it? Absolutely, because people are going to be bitter and people are going to talk crap. And the whole thing, he was mean. Look, you think Saban or Dabo or Urban when he was there or any of them are going to put up with that? Of course they're not. That's how you build the groundwork and the base to get kids in the future to realize if I want to be there and I'm going to be there, I'm not going to be playing games because you know what? They'll pull it from me.
Yeah.
And that's the reality. So in the short term, you create some waves. In the long term, you create some stability. And you have to do this. And I've been preaching, do it. I've been asking them to do it for years.
You have
I asked them to do it for the DN from Gibbons last year who played the games, and I said, kick rocks then. You should have pulled him. Who?
Bogle.
That guy.
Yeah.
You should have pulled his offer when he was playing the games. And if you did pull Francois' offer, good.
Well,
do it again and do it again
and let everyone know. Hell, let them know.
They realize
so that the recruits know that that you mean business now.
You have to do this,
but you have to let them know that that's like.
And I don't care if it was the day of. Right. I don't care if it was 5 minutes before he was going to announce.
Well, dude, listen, he
got his phone
face.
call from whoever and said, "Sorry, kid, take yourself to the corn state." Okay? Go. Because the reality is that's the kid when he gets on campus and gets in your locker room, he's going to pull the same shit.
Of course
you think that all of a sudden, he's on the team and he's not going to be the cancer and he's not going to be the drama queen and he's not going to be that. He's that kid. Get him the fuck out and bring me the 18 kids who didn't take the visits and who want to be here and who put on that Miami garb. That is dope, by the way. Great job with the department down there. And you got the kid from IMG. I can't remember his name. The receiver who's got the basketball shirt. Like, that's dope. Give me those kids. Give me 18. So give me 18 of those, 20 of those, 15 of those, whatever, and I'll take the 13th and the 15th and the 18th recruiting class because they want to be here and they want to play here. And when they're in the locker room, they buy into what he's trying to do. And all Manny's been talking about is, I can't get rid of the culture that's been here, that's bringing us down, that's prima donnas, that's the insta alphas, that's all of us. I can't get rid of it. You know what he did yesterday with Francois? One of them gone.
Before he even stepped on the program.
Keep doing that, please. And I know he's trying, but if that's what happened, good for him.
And you saw Barry Jackson. He was very vocal. He's secretly is becoming like an unofficial, very distant cousin of the OBB flag bearers, association. He even said the same thing that you just said, Scoop. He was like, listen, probably saved the potential that this kid was going to hit the portal later on. That was the effect of what Barry Jackson said. He's like, well, good. At this point, he's going to probably be happy about playing time. He's going to be a dissenter in the ranks. He's going to bring the overall culture of the room down. And I 1,000% agree with what Scoop just said just now, to a T. You got to draw the line somewhere and start doing it now because the ongoing joke is that Miami gets clowned a little bit every year. Every year.
We've been getting clowned every year for the last 10, 15 years.
And so let's just parlay this. Let's just go ahead and just segue this right into somebody who actually did with he made it very popular. And then this is what got me a little bit upset. And I said, listen, the kids have every right to pick where they want to go.
Yep.
All right. And then I want to redefine kid. But they have every right. They've worked hard for this decision. I'm happy with where you go. But when you have a kid, and he's signed, and we can mention names, but when you have a guy, Romello Height, who literally puts his feet on a table, says he didn't take a visit, which was an obvious lie. He literally sent a middle finger emoji to a Canes writer in Ivins, right? Sent him that, spirited the whole fan base, tell him all this, to lie about it, and then he does what he does. And that's your right. You can sign wherever you want to sign. But listen, you can't literally complain and have parents complain for these kids when all of a sudden, what did they do? He just took a stick, a flamethrower, and just collectively just doused kerosene onto a beehive of orange and green fly-colored bees, millions of them, and they attacked them. And then they're like, oh, these are kids. Watch where you send your kids. Hello? What are you talking about? Raise them right. Raise them better. That was a complete dick move.
It was, but in this day and age, it was an ultimate troll job.
But
as I said, if football doesn't work out, it can be a super villain.
Yeah,
good for you.
It's two entirely different contexts, though.
But it's good for you. But here's the thing, though. It's great. I'm glad that you did it. You got your troll on. That's great. But you can't complain when people flip out on you.
Oh, you can. Sure you can. I know what you're saying, that you shouldn't be able to, but this is 2019. Of course you can.
Of course you can.
Everybody can complain.
I understand. Everybody complains about it.
And if you don't think, and I'll be honest, there's no way that parent doesn't understand the full context of what he pulled, and that parent still said that.
That's what I said. I tweeted out yesterday. You wonder what's wrong with the kids?
Yeah.
It's the parents raising the kids.
And the parents say that's fine.
The parents went on that super secret visit with him. So what you're doing is you're raising the kid to say, hey, Keep doing that. Just keep telling Miami you're coming. Keep telling them don't change anything. Don't be a man and say, "Hey, Manny, look."
No.
Here, it's the father. He's got a father in the picture. It's the dad's fault. Number one. Quit being a douchebag parent, raising your kid. But that's today.
Yeah.
Right? That's how it is. It's all a game to everybody. There's no accountability from everybody or anybody. And that's the reality of it. So he did his thing, and great troll job.
Oh, it was an epic troll job. Absolutely.
But it's the parents down to the kid. It's all of you. So when you prop that up and you think it's okay and you back him up and you take him on the trip, then don't bitch when they come at you.
That's
fine. It.
Listen, it's fine.
I don't go at anybody like that.
And he will learn.
But I understand.
He will learn a valuable lesson as he gets older, because he will learn at one point that all you have is your integrity.
That's it.
And the more that you pull stuff like this, the more folks remember stuff you pulled in the past, and then you have none left. And hopefully it doesn't get that way for him. Hopefully hopefully this was a one-time only thing, an 18-year-old stupid whatever, and it's over. But just warning, bro, you only have so many shots at that.
But his parents support that.
You sent a middle finger emoji to
his
a reporter.
His parents support
a middle finger.
Yes, listen, it's the entitlement. But look at what... I mean, these kids have websites built around them. The entitlement.
I know.
Remember the kid that put out 25 schools? Like it was 7% of all the schools out there are on your list, idiot. Really, bro? There's not room for 30.
Here's my top 25.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, get to the straight 10%.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, but it's the media builds these kids up. We're airing their football games all over the place. These high school games are getting aired on ESPN. I mean, dude, we're turning them into pro athletes. So of course they're going to have the ego because they have none of the money to go with it. At least, when they get to the NFL, they'll have the money to go with it.
Sure.
But now they're just being everyone's tool, and they don't have any of the rewards. They can't even take the
So what
car.
I'm excited about is the 18 kids that are here.
Yes.
The 18 kids that are signed. Not a single one of them has been through any of that drama.
No.
Think of it.
No. It's refreshing.
Right? Jalen Knighton was the only one who had a little bit.
Yep.
He was committed to FSU.
Because of his circumstance, correct.
He's committed to FSU. And then what happened? He
Coach
decommitted.
got fired. Coach got fired.
Coach got fired.
So it's not now he just decommitted.
No,
Coach got
fired.
Boom,
he
gone.
decommitted.
Yeah.
So there's been no drama with any of these kids. And that's what Manny needs. He needs the no drama kids, which is a perfect reason why you tell Francois to take a hike.
Oh, I was not upset whatsoever. I said this rumor or grumbling is true that they pulled his offer, I'm like, good for you. Good for you. At a certain point,
somebody finally did it.
At a certain because if Romello pulled that openly the week before, they would have pulled his offer too. They would have pulled.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
So if you're one of the people,
Romello,
if you're one of the people that followed him, unfollow him.
They were unfollowing him.
Here's my other suggestion. Here's my other suggestion.
That's weak sauce too.
I have a suggestion for all of you out there. Don't follow the kids.
Yeah, don't ever follow the kids.
Until they're players and they're on your team, don't follow them.
And
what are you following them for?
The only time I've ever followed recruits, right? The only time I've done it, if they've reached out personally to me and if I've written an article or done an article.
And you have to DM or whatever.
Exactly.
Right.
Like Pinder.
But never in my life have I don't follow kids.
No, God, no. No.
Stop with that.
No.
But what if Romello wasn't sure if he had a spot?
Yeah, he's playing the game
at Auburn.
He's playing the game. But
what
he
if they
didn't
have
a spot? But he had a spot at Miami.
At the end, he had a spot at Miami, but he always wanted to go to Auburn.
Yeah.
His dream school was Auburn.
Good for him.
So what if he got that? What if he got the green light? What if he got the green light that weekend?
Then you weren't forthcoming with Manny, and you basically. I get the situation,
but
I'm
you got to say.
Listen,
I'm just saying
they can be deceitful listen, coaches are making promises they're not keeping.
1,000%.
So that's a two-way street.
And that's the way they're going to package it.
Listen, I got I got really no issue at all with what he did. I understand people having issue. My whole thing is within 24, the day before, you knew what was happening the day before.
Sure.
You're like, yo, Canes fam, get me over 4,000.
That's what I was
it's
having
bro,
upset.
that's so weak.
That's
so weak.
That's intentional.
Yeah,
that's
you're gonna get shots taken at you now, and you deserve them. Like they're gonna take shots on social media now.
That's when you go into like the criminal court of law, and then they try to gauge your intent.
Yeah,
that was premeditated.
Come on.
That was premeditated.
That's why you're a supervillain.
That wasn't in the passion, heat of the moment. You did that, and next thing you know, you got the offer of your dreams. At that point, you knew where you were going.
Lex Luthor is proud of his boy there with that one.
Sure. So who's your sleeper in this class?
I really, really like. And I don't know if he's a sleeper, but I know that the position grade from most of the pundits and most of the people out there putting a grade. I think Tyreek Austin Cave is going to be a stud linebacker. Yeah. I think he's just going to be one of those guys. We're going to get really fast at the linebacker position. And
like really fast.
And I know Corey.
Like you're just going to have Jermaine Graces all over the field.
Like Corey Flagg to me is a throwback. He's. I have some concerns. Sideline to sideline.
I have concerns with him in coverage, but we'll see. How
in coverage, he's going to be a Mike linebacker, a little bit shorter than Quarterman. He could, but for all intents and purposes, he's got such high instinct, and he's kind of a kid that if you need to play him. He's seen it all. He's been through it all. He's a tackling machine. You could plug him in.
When we had that guy on that was talking about him and was breaking him down, when he was going through just describing him, the three of us, or at least myself and Scoop, were like, when it was over, oh my God, he just described Zach Thomas to a T. and that's basically that undersized, and so it can
tackling machine. Always is going to say he's a step too slow. He's always going to be a little undersized, but if you got the heart, you can make it work here. But ultimately, I would say that's where my sleeper is at. And
my sleeper, just because of the overall grade they gave, would be the linebackers, because a lot of folks saying that was like a C minus with those two kids. But I would go with Flagg. I think he's going to be my sleeper, just because I think just everything I'm hearing about his football IQ is that he is just that general in the middle of the defense, and just someone that man is going to be able to rely on.
That's your Mike backer.
Exactly. Just to make sure everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing, and will give us 100% on every goddamn play.
And he didn't
every
waver.
Goddamn play.
He wasn't one of those drama queens.
Dude, none of them. I love it. We don't have any drama queens right now. All right, so we're going to keep things positive, but there's going to be some negative observations from early signing day. I'll start. My only issue here is that I saw South Florida as having one of its best ever offensive line talented crew, and we just did nothing with it.
Corner was down.
Did nothing with
Usually
it.
here, cornerback is up and offensive line is
we
down.
never have a great
offensive line was up.
But we got nothing.
And go back about 4 years ago. I think you're going to start to see an improvement of offensive line play. And I called this about 4 or 5 years ago. And you know what it was? Is that the little leagues were starting to kind of loosen. There's certain little leagues that are in play now that are like not necessarily so weight restricted. Right? So now you can get those bigger kids when they're little to kind of play. I mean, if you think about it this way, if you have a little baseball kid in South Florida and the first time he ever plays is in high school, that's not going to really be a good kid down here, especially the high level of play.
Right.
So when you get these bigger kids that are huge, they're bigger boys from the time that they come out of the womb and they're destined to play offensive line, they don't really have an opportunity to play down here. Now they do. So now that they do, I think you're going to see a little bit more of an improvement from year to year of some offensive linemen that come in with a little bit better technique, because that was always the thing, right? You got to go out of state to go ahead and get it. But, yeah, I would agree with you with your original premise. And you know what? I'm not surprised. You want to know why I'm not surprised? Butch Berry. Because let me ask you a question. When has Butch Berry ever recruited at this level?
He was with Tampa Bay, so I don't know. Has he?
The answer is never, because he was a favor hire to my boy Dan Enos, who maybe later on we'll talk about, and Central Michigan. So how's that recruiting at Central Michigan compared to the big boy level that you just found out? When you have Cuban-born offensive linemen that don't sign with Miami, hello, dale, bro. What are you doing? So who you fooling, man? Who you fooling? OBB alumni Joaquin Gonzalez. Who you fooling? You had a Cuban offensive lineman who didn't go to Miami. Joaquin's probably spitting dragon blood somewhere else right now, just at the fact and the side of it. He missed big time down here, but I'm not surprised, because you had a favor buddy coach come in with this guy. They're 127th in the country in sacks allowed. You're 120th in rushing. Why would you want to play for this guy? I wouldn't. So, you know what? You missed on a good local crop. Good for you, buddy. Good for you.
You getting paid on the side here?
By who?
I don't know. What's with all this garb?
You
got shorts on too?
Yeah, no. Right?
I'm supporting the old crib.
You're wearing the same jock you did as a player?
Nah. That burned years ago. Well, what are you laughing over there?
Oh man, well because I kicked Zach out of the chat. So he and they're just needling him now. So he said, hey Bob, how's life in the OBB chat? And Bob said, first rule of OBB club, we don't talk about the club.
Oh, Bob, winner, chicken dinner.
So they're just, yeah.
All right.
Next time I see Zach, he's gonna be a real dick to me. Yeah.
So, all right. So sorry. This is existential of like the actual chat and the dynamics. But we'll get back on task here with the offensive line.
Hey, if you want to be involved in all the funny stuff.
Yeah, so the offensive line, I think, obviously I think we missed. We got two good bodies now. I mean, we have a potential kid that could come in, you know this, right, who could potentially come in and start at left tackle. I mean, or right tackle, I would say, probably. But when you get Jalen Rivers.
Are we talking the kid from Stanford?
No, Stanford. Jalen Rivers.
Oh, I thought you were talking grad transfer.
Yeah, no.
They're talking about this kid, Devery Hamilton.
Well, we definitely could use the help there because.
Also, Kellen Dyche.
So. Those are some things they're going to have to hit the portal now for those very reasons.
Well, and they got
only
space.
Got two bodies.
Yeah, and Manny was actually saying that they want to kind of use the portal and use that for the grad transfers and some age.
We have it planned out. I'll put it to you like that, and I would say that offensive line would certainly be one of them.
Okay,
yeah, there you go. Good. But he wants age over there. He wants to get some older guys on this team because right now it's very, very young and needs some leadership.
Okay, so maybe that was kind of a plan, but I mean, at a certain point too.
Well, you're
Doomerville from St. Thomas gets out of town.
You're banking on the portal. I mean, last year you took a portal transfer at left tackle. 0 for 1.
I don't even think you can count him. He hasn't even that like. It was so bad. He never even materialized nothing. Nesta bullied him so bad. He was just
ruined the kid.
Yeah, ruined the kid. He really did.
He went into his dorm room and never
ruined his career.
Did he ever see the field once?
I think he played like 2 snaps.
Did he play? Did he get on for a couple snaps?
Yeah,
ruined the kid's career. Nesta.
Just broke him, just broke him.
That was, and remember in the offseason, that was our most important recruit.
Oh, I thought that was the best one we were getting in.
How right were we? Because the fact that he did not materialize at all forced Zion Nelson into that limelight sooner than he would. They had to put on 50 pounds on the kid, and he was grossly underprepared.
Gave
up 11 sacks. Gave up 11 sacks.
That is going to be, and that's going to be huge going into next year because you guys are talking about how great this running back room is. Well, if the offensive line sucks, doesn't make a difference how great the running back room is. Mm-hmm. So hopefully we see the growth from Zion and this young line over the offseason and spring ball, and they better be a hell of a lot better come the fall. I mean, there's not a whole lot of option they can't be any worse.
Can we talk about? Offensive line was a miss, but
let's talk about. I know you're going to talk about Enos.
No. Well, just one more position group we need to cover as far as the biggest position. Because you said offensive line, but I think there's one that was even more glaring.
Oh, okay.
Cornerback.
Your cornerback, yeah.
All right, so you bring in Marcus Clark.
We got one.
Yeah, we got one from Marcus Clark, 3-star kid, athlete card. He's fast. Now, I don't even want to get to because I am going to share some of the Canes Insight thing and a guy who's brilliant over there, Lance Roffers and D Money over there, and they're big on the testing and we talk and he's not a really big, highly tested athlete. I mean, there's some things that are really knocking him down as far as Marcus Clark is concerned. But I just want to ask, and maybe you guys have the answer because I posted it on social media as well. In 2 years, the guy has signed 3 scholarship cornerbacks. Now, go back to the beginning of the year. Now, what we just said about Tommy Kennedy and our left tackle was going to be the most important recruit because we're counting on him because we didn't have anybody at left tackle. Now, go back to the beginning of the year. So we had that issue. Same thing, week 0. You only had 4 scholarship corners available for University of Florida. 4. Mm-hmm. And you're at ESD with only 1. I'm sorry. You're a great developer of talent. I think the cornerback kind of plays took a step down this year, if I'm going to be humble and honest, but you have gotten a lot out of guys like Michael Jackson and gotten guys to play out of their mind. I'm not going to discredit that, but how is that possible? How is it possible that you only have 1 scholarship cornerback after ESD, after going in against Florida with only 4? The guy admittedly said he had like some kind of mental block when going Christian Williams and needed to see some, which you've never, ever heard a coach say that he needed to see somebody like a psychologist basically to help him recruit. So by his own admission, he has a hard time with it. And guess what? You can't recruit, bro.
Yeah, well, but listen, this isn't a news flash.
No.
We have known that you can't recruit, and so at this stage, if you're going to keep him on the staff because he's really good at developing players, then that's fine, but you better figure out a way to have someone else on the staff that can recruit, targeting cornerbacks and defensive backs.
I can't argue with
You
that.
know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I get what you're saying, but this isn't a news flash. I mean, he's missed out on kids at the school that he used to be the head coach at, for crying out loud. So, I mean,
All true.
like, exact. So, if you want to keep it, but we love him as a actual coach and a developer, so if you want to keep him here as that's fine. But you had better have one of the big recruiters on your staff focusing on the defensive backs, because you can't count on your defensive back coach to be getting it done. And that's where it's got to be on Banda. That's got to be on Banda.
Because here's the issue. Because when we talked about Searles being negligent as an offensive line recruiter and not really being a good eye for talent, what happened when he left and what were we forced with? This is what we got.
Yeah.
We had an offensive line that gave up 127 sacks. You can't just bring in a developmental player. He's fast, mind you, but it's not a guy that's going to come in tomorrow and just be your starting corner.
Right.
Opposite, he's going to need some development, which is great. That's in your wheelhouse, Rumpf. But at this point, oh my goodness, you are very scary. The fact that in the last 2 seasons you only have 3. Now you have an NSD. You have NSD coming up, and you have JUCO, and then you have the portals. So I'm not going to completely – I'm just saying snapshot now to right now.
Yeah.
You did not do your job as a recruiter, only bringing in one at a position of need.
Scoop, how about you? Biggest miss, position, player?
Clemson signed 6 5-stars yesterday.
Yeah. We mentioned that. Yeah. We both have 11 4-stars.
6.
Yes, no, I know. Yeah, well, they had the number 1 recruiting class in the country.
Well, Georgia.
Yeah.
What did Georgia have?
Yeah.
Georgia had like 5 or 6 the year before too. I mean, the rich get richer. It's just what they do. You win
but they
national
doubled up.
championships.
Alabama only had 3, and they had 6.
I could tell you this: if Miami played for a national championship, Miami would have their fair share of 5 stars. Say Miami played for national championships in the playoffs right now. Now you're going to get the Justin Flows of the world, the Washingtons of the world.
If Miami was
else.
routinely winning the Coastal, they would have 1 or 2 5-stars every single cycle.
I can't argue with that.
Sorry, they would. They were playing in the ACC title game, even losing by 10, 20, 30 to Clemson every year. They'd have 1 or 2 5-stars in every class.
If they would simply just beat who they're supposed to beat.
FIU and Duke.
Exactly, FIU and Duke.
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech and UNC.
Yeah, you know.
And maybe you lose one of them. You're 10-2 playing in the Orange Bowl, and you didn't even have to play Alabama because they didn't make the Orange Bowl.
Speaking of which, you mentioned UNC. Watch out, because Mac Brown's doing something right. The kids are buying whatever he's selling in the living rooms, because they have 7 4-stars. They had the number 3 recruiting class in the ACC behind Clemson and Miami. Florida State was at number 4. But North Carolina is with Mac and that. They're going to be a quality team very quickly, as we've seen. Yeah.
Well, they're better than we are already.
Well, I guess they are. They shouldn't be.
What system they run? Okay, and we're not even going to talk about that. But let's go.
Systems don't win championships.
No, they don't. Apparently,
are we talking about that?
I did hear that.
Are we
you guys? I got nothing to say about that. You guys want to pound on Enos more? Go for it.
No. I want to get through the NSD. I want to. Here's something too to piggyback off my boys at Kane's Insight. I want to talk about the quarterback because I like quarterbacks. TVD. This is a positive thing too. So my boy Lance Roffers, and if you don't know who he is, that's Hurricane Vision on Twitter. Follow him along on Kane's Insight. He has a database. It's over 10. It's about, I think he said 11, 12,000 players. He plugs in all their shuttle times, all their 40 times, all their metrics. He gets his hands on and he plugs them in. And then he does correlations to NFL metrics and everything. It's fascinating stuff. He's got way too much time in his hands. He's got no social life. He's a weird dude. No, I'm just kidding. I love the guy. Anyway, you know who TVD's metrics, when he plugs them in, it gives him a range. You know who he's close to? Deshaun Watson.
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That works.
That blows my mind, because when you think about Deshaun Watson and what he was able to do from Clemson, but when you look at his 40 time, his shuttle time, and I've told people all the time because they give me a question. They're like, "Oh, can he run the spread?" I'm like, well, first of all, his offense this year went more shotgun away from the under center stuff that they did last year. That was such a parallel to what Miami was doing with Enos. So he was more shotgun spread. And a kid's got some freakish athleticism. He's a 3-sport kid. He
Yes,
plays
yes.
basketball.
Yeah.
He plays baseball. He was on the show. He's an OBB alumni. So he's an athlete. So I think, listen, they thought it was crazy when we compared to Trevor Lawrence, but then you ended up having Jaron Williams break the touchdown record. He had a great average or completion percentage throughout the rest of the year. Those are the things that are factual, right? That he did end up with a high percentage, even though the team went 6-6. So we could say with full confidence too, and thanks for the work over there at Insight, because that's impressive. That's impressive to show his athleticism. He's got some sneaky athleticism now.
Well, I'll tell you what, and I said earlier that I think he is he's going to be the starter next year as a true freshman, and I'll tell you why, because I think it's very obvious at this point from everything that we've seen and everything that we've more importantly heard from Manny Diaz that they are not happy with the mentality of the talent in the quarterback room. True. They love the talent, the pure raw talent in that room. They don't have a guy that just watches film. They don't have a guy that is going to become a coach 20 years from now when he's done playing. They don't have that guy. And now apparently they do, because the word they used was gym rat. He'll be the first one there. He's addicted to film. He'll be the last one in the building. He's going to be the guy that is there. And Ro, you were a quarterback, and you got that look on your face. I'm like, dude, this is what every great quarterback, that they had that in common. Deshaun Watson is that guy. Mm-hmm. And the fact that now we have a guy as a true freshman that'll be setting that work ethic example, that tells you, while the talent's been in that room, the mentality has not been even close.
It's there for the taking.
It is there for the taking, yes.
It is. He is coming in at a perfect time.
Yep.
We'll see. Does he have the mentality?
We'll see.
Can we play like a word association game?
Yeah.
Give me all 3 quarterbacks' names. Do Tate last. But give me all 3 quarterbacks' names. I'm going to give you the first word that pops up into my head, because this is literally what I'm thinking about when we're here.
Jaron.
Emotional.
Kosi.
Erratic.
Tyler.
Who's Tyler? Tate. Tyler's
I was going with TVD.
All right.
Tate.
Kiki Paso.
Tyler.
Now say Tyler.
Tyler.
Gym rat.
Yeah.
See, those are the first words and instincts that come to my mind. When you tell me, Jaron, emotional. It's just he seems like he's committed 1 second, he's upset the next. He's here in the program. He's talking about national championships. He's flirting with the portal the next. He is 6 touchdowns in, and now he can't prepare. He just seems like he's this emotional roller coaster, and eventually you just got to have a stabilizer on this. Kosi's just been this erratic wild card from some of the time he gets on the field and off the field. And Tate, Kiki Paso.
Peyton.
High jumper.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I was going to say Tony Romo.
Yeah. Listen, I think in spring, the 2 that we're going to be hearing the most about is going to be the competition between the freshmen and the redshirt freshmen.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Peyton and Tyler. And those are going to be the guys that we're going to be hearing about. And I think someone's going to end up transferring out and whatever, fine.
The fact that we got to the end of the year and we still have these 3 quarterbacks is mind-boggling to me.
What's the old adage, right? When you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none.
Right, exactly.
When you have 3, you have none.
Yeah.
You have doubly none.
Doubly none.
Yeah.
Double McGum.
So, and listen, I know you guys love Tate, and he might, and I know his teammates love him as a guy. But, dude, too many personal things where he's disappearing from. Your quarter, that can't be your starter. It can't. He can't be. You don't know if he's going to be there from week to week.
Oh, you don't know. I don't know.
Because obviously there's a lot of stuff going on in his personal life that we don't know about.
No, we don't.
So I don't want to speculate. But he's missed a bit.
You wanna push somebody into the portal? You want that to happen? Go ahead and start. Tate in the bowl
absolutely.
Game. Start Tate in the bowl game. Somebody's in the portal the next day. I could tell you this.
Go
right
ahead,
now.
start him. I will tell you this.
I'm not against
it. I think Enos knows that he's coaching for his job potentially, or he knows he's not going to be here because his remarks and comments make me think that he simply doesn't care.
Oh, okay.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he does start Tate. Because I've seen what the other 2 can do. Let's start this guy. I'm not going to be here anyway. Let's start Tate. I'll just start some commotion.
Yes, I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think anyone's going to hire him away. I don't think Manny's going to fire him. We talked about that last week.
Not as an offensive coordinator, but his comments,
bro.
He's
just saying that shit to be an apple.
Tone deaf. That was the.
He's just saying it to be an apple. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
There was a reporter that was there, and he's on staff with us, and literally he was like, I get a text message. He goes, he thinks he's smarter than everybody. He is the most smug person Like, I don't want to divulge who said it, but that was there. But he's like, he goes, I wanted to punch him for you.
Dude, yes. I have
the
heard
way
that.
he was talking to us, it was like he literally, like he was talking to us like we were 2-year-old petulant children.
Bro, he talked to folks when he was at Central Michigan the same way, and I had that from someone that was there.
Yeah.
So this is who he is. This is who he is. But Manny's giving him cover, dude. Manny's giving him cover because he's thrown the quarterback room under the bus.
So listen, I like the way you said it. Come on, Enos. When you said that to Ryan Collins, like, Mr. Enos. Let me ask you, Mr. Smartest Room and smartest man in the room.
You said I'm not going to talk about this guy today.
I can't. Mr. Smartest man in the room that's going ahead and being a little bit more, flippant towards that and saying, well, what's the spread? Here you go, funny man. You said, and I quote, is like, what is it, quarterback runs? We do quarterback runs. Do you know how many design quarterback runs they did this year?
Less than the 5 stars that Clemson got.
Yep. 5, bro. You are sitting there and you're trying to say 5. You did 5 design quarterback runs. Do you know what your team ranked in third down conversions? 130th. Your offensive line was 127th in giving up sacks. In over 11 years of track and CFB stats, guess who was the lowest scoring average ranking? You, who was 120th in a red zone. You, who was like 90th total off overall. You, shut the fuck up. You're not the smartest guy in the room, you douchebag. You don't need to act like that to anybody. You know what you need to do? You need to kiss their ass. You need to go to your kids and say, I let you down. You know what? It says quarterback coach to your name, and you throw your quarterbacks under the bus? Now you know why your quarterbacks don't like you, bro. Because I wouldn't like you. I wouldn't play for you. You want to know why? Because you don't put me in a position to win. You're too much of an asshole. You think you're smarter than everybody else? Go get a job somebody else. See how quick that happens. If you're the smartest man in the room, Enos, guess what? You'd have a job lined up, but you won't. Because you want to know why? Because of those numbers. You took Miami talent, a team that has talent. You had the 3 4-star blue chip recruits. You know what? Your former quarterbacks are doing just fine without you, bro. Your quarterbacks here is a mess. It's a circus. That's what you were brought in for. Fail. Hashtag fail. I'm done with you, bro. I'm done playing nice. I lived through D'Onofrio years for 5 effing years saying that wouldn't work. You're not going to work. You sit there, be condescending, tell everybody that this is the spread offense. Oh, what's the spread? You don't even know. Get out of here.
Who you fooling?
Who you fooling, man? Some team fool. Who you fooling? You're going to sit there and pretend you're the smartest man in the room and talk down to reporters? Get out of here, bro. And if you haven't noticed, you block Scoop. Block me. I'm the one that's more of a bigger pain in the ass. I'm the one who's showing film, and we're talking to Gino Toretta because you don't even have your quarterbacks audible when somebody's open at the line of scrimmage.
On that note, Christmas music. Hey, just bring it on down.
You are great at what you do.
'Tis the season to be happy, and you don't want to bring all that. I'm glad you got all that out before we get into 2020. You have to leave all that behind, bro.
I agree.
Leave it all behind.
Start tape. I'm good.
I would hope so. That was very well received on the chat on except for Zachy-Poo State. All right. Nice. We have to we owe some congratulations to
and your
somebody.
dog doesn't like you.
We owe some congratulations to somebody that we have had a lot of we've taken a lot of shots at them. And it has to stop because they finally got something done, and it's worth it we go ahead and mention it. Congratulations to the Florida State Seminoles.
Okay.
They got a quarterback.
They got 2.
Well, but they flipped one from Louisville, like a decent one.
They got 2 quarterbacks.
They got 2 quarterbacks.
They got Chubby. They got Chubba Purdy. Chubba Purdy.
Yeah, from Louisville right there at the last second.
Last second.
Yeah, their
little
class,
flippage there.
Hey, listen, their class is better than what our class was coming through a transition. So we'll see what happens. I still think he's got He's got this mid-major staff thing going on, and we'll see how it works.
All right, so what are we going to do with these picks? Because we got like 43 goddamn games here.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we got to run through them, Scoop. You have to be quick.
No,
you have. I'm only 2 back, by the way.
Oh, you're only 2 back.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were 3 back. All right, you're 2 back. I'm 6 back. Right? Because I was 5 back, and then I lost the Army-Navy game.
Oh, dude, come
because
on.
friggin' Army, failed me.
You can't do a game like NC-A&T versus Alcorn State. I don't.
I did all the bowls. All 43 bowls are here. Look at the second page. Are you kidding me? I had to type all these up individually, dickhead.
Yeah, but doesn't mean we're going to do it. That's your bad.
Yeah, it is. No, dude, because y'all said we were doing bowl games, so I typed these up.
You said it.
Like 3 weeks ago, y'all said it.
No, I said I don't.
You want to start on the second page?
No, I don't want to start in any of these things. I like my balls.
Your balls are fine.
Like,
I'm not going to force you to get a medical procedure.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I can make this really easy for me. I mean, it's not like it's hard.
All right, yeah. So you'll be fine. You're not going to
so
blow a
does it matter?
6-game lead, bro.
Oh, very easy with this. Are you
What
kidding
are you
me?
talking about? How are you going to blow a 6-game lead?
All right, second page.
All you have to do is
Buffalo,
pick
Charlotte,
opposite
Utah
of him
State, San
every
Diego
game.
State, Central Michigan. Geo Southern versus Liberty. I call them. See, even me, I'm looking at this real quick while you're talking all your smack, and I call it Geo Southern. I'm like, who's Geo Southern? It's Georgia Southern. Why wouldn't you put GA Southern? Why did you put Geo Southern? That makes no sense.
Geo.
Go Southern. Go.
Geo
Southern.
Georgia.
Yeah, okay. I didn't even know. They lost to what? Appalachian State, right? That they played each other there. Who? Yeah,
No, they beat them.
Oh, they lost to Appalachian. Oh, Georgia Southern?
Yeah. App State lost to them.
You ready to do this?
Okay.
Are we starting on page 2?
Well, we're going to go ahead and, yeah?
Yeah, that's decent. At least
we
know
can
these
skip the
teams.
first. Yeah, we can skip the
All right.
first page there.
All right.
OBB Picks. Brought to you by Ross Mortgage Corporation, where we make home financing easy for you. 954-444-8686. Make sure to ask Scoop about his no appraisal refinance. Ross Mortgage Corporation. Now let's pick some games.
There's only 5 on the first page. We're just going to start with the beginning, just go all the way on through. What the hell? Yeah. All right, very quickly. Bahamas Bowl.
I don't know
Buffalo.
these teams.
You don't know.
We don't, like,
Doesn't
I
matter.
do?
Pay attention.
Really? I do?
You're on
All
a
right.
podcast.
I mean,
Let's talk
Jesus.
about college football.
All right.
Let's go fast.
These are, just so those listening, this is in order that the games are being played.
Ooh, okay.
So this is the chronological order of the bowls. Bahamas Bowl, Buffalo -7 versus Charlotte.
Buffalo.
Who you got? All right, Rose got Buffalo. Scoop.
Buffalo.
All right, I have Charlotte. The Frisco Bowl, Utah State -6.5 versus Kent State.
Utah State.
Utah State, Rowe going with the favorite.
Utah State.
Scoop going with the favorite. Toast going with the favorite. Celebration Bowl, NC-A&T giving 2.5 to Alcorn State.
NCA&T.
NC-A&T.
I'm going
All right.
Fighting Steve McNairs.
Yes, you're going Alcorn State, as am I. All right. New Mexico Bowl, San Diego State -3.5 versus Central Michigan.
I just went after Dan Enos. There's no way in hell I'm picking his alma mater. Go San Diego State.
Okay. Rogo, San Diego State. Scoop.
San Diego State for me.
All right. I am taking Central Michigan. The Cure Bowl, Georgia Southern -4
what?
against
What?
the
The
Cure
Cure?
Bowl.
What?
Okay, yeah,
Is
Cure.
that a company?
As in C-U-R-E, like a disease. Yeah, I didn't know it existed. Georgia Southern giving 4 versus Liberty.
I'm taking Geo Southern.
All right, Geo Southern.
I got Geo Southern also.
You
Liberty's got a football
Geo-Southern?
team?
They do. Well, they have, what's
They're
his
decent.
name? Freeze is the coach. He was coaching
Oh,
from
that's
the
right.
hospital bed this year. I
thinking-
think the Lord's on their side. I'm going with the Liberty.
Oh, my God. We could be in trouble. You and I could be in trouble.
Yeah. All right. Oh, here's a biggie. Boca Bowl. SMU giving 3.5. FAU's at home.
Oh, again.
Getting 3.5.
Don't they play in that like every year?
Well,
Yeah,
basically,
they usually pick them to
the
do it.
winner of the Conference USA or
I
whatever.
want in my heart to pick FAU, but I have a reason to want to pick SMU. So give me SMU and the Fighting Rhett Lashleys.
Scoop.
I'm conflicted on this because I don't know what's going on at FAU, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they have
Well,
that offense.
They have Willie Taggart.
But do they have a coaching staff?
Willie Taggart.
Willie Taggart's there.
I mean,
That's all you need to know.
Yeah, and he's got all the money.
Yeah, no, I got SMU.
He's
I mean, they got nobody to coach him.
Yeah, no, Willie Taggart wins this one.
Oh, God. He's doing it again.
All right,
We're in trouble.
the Camellia Bowl.
We lose these, we're in trouble.
The Camellia Bowl.
Chameleon.
Camellia.
Oh.
No, Camellia.
Come,
as in-
come,
Yeah.
come,
No, as in, like, my grandmother's name is Camellia. Arkansas State -2.5 versus FIU.
Screw those kiddies. They lost to Marshall. It was a fluke.
You're taking Ark State?
Yeah.
Scoop.
FIU.
Oh, there you go. I will take Ark State. Las Vegas Bowl, Washington, giving 3.5 versus number 19 Boise State.
Ooh, that might be the only thing. What was Washington's record? They're not ranked, but they were decent.
They were decent. They were ranked preseason.
Yeah, but Boise
Is
Didn't
Peterson?
he
He
leave?
retired.
He retired,
I don't
right?
think he's. I think he's coaching the game.
He is
though.
coaching the game. So
Oh,
his
and
last
it's
game.
heralded
Last game?
Washington.
Yeah.
Give me the Huskies.
And he's going up against Boise State, his former team.
Yes.
Oh,
Give me the
yeah, I
Huskies.
didn't even
Ooh.
think about that.
Roof.
You're taking the Huskies? Scoop?
Yeah, Washington.
Washington. Yeah, I am taking Washington as well. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm taking Boise. Boise's ranked. Yeah, I'm taking them. They'll cover 3.5. New Orleans Bowl. Here you go, Zachy-Lation. Number 20, App State, giving 17.
I'm not supporting anybody we kick from the chat. UAB.
Versus UAB. Oh, Rose taking UAB.
That's a big point spread. They lost to Geo Southern. Give me UAB. They usually have a good defense.
I was actually going to go against Zach on that, but I think I'll take App State.
You're taking App State. Scoop. I will take App State. So Rowe is going against App State, Zach. There you know. That's how he
He also kicked you out of the chat.
He did. Well, I did the second time. The Gasparilla Bowl, UCF, given 17.5 versus Marshall.
Give me UCF still.
Really, with the Knights?
Go Knights.
Scoop. I'm going. Didn't Marshall just beat somebody?
FIU.
Yeah, I'm going Marshall.
Oh, jeez.
Hawaii Bowl, BYU, given 2 versus Hawaii.
BYU given to?
Yeah.
Give me Hawaii. At Hawaii.
Yes, at Hawaii. All right, Rowe. Scoop.
I'm taking Hawaii as well.
All right, I'm taking BYU.
Give me Louisiana Tech.
Independence Bowl, Miami -6 versus Louisiana Tech.
I already picked it.
Louisiana
I
Tech.
saw it was
Scoop.
coming. I mean, I picked
Louisiana
this weeks
Tech.
ago.
Louisiana Tech. I am taking Louisiana Tech. Wow, that's a state for things. All three of us, not even
No
thinking
one's
about
playing.
it. Quick Lane Bowl, Pittsburgh -11 versus Eastern Michigan.
Fighting Mark Whipples, huh?
Yeah. Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Scoop.
I'll take Eastern Michigan in this one.
There you go. I will take Eastern Michigan. Military Bowl, UNC given 4.5 versus the team that could have been Manny Diaz's Temple.
Give me Unk.
Temple.
I'm taking Temple. What was it? Pinstripe Bowl.
Wake.
Michigan State giving 4 to Wake. Who just said that?
Me.
You. Rose taking Wake.
Wake.
You're taking Wake. I am taking Michigan State. Texas Bowl, Texas A&M giving 7.5 versus number 25 Oklahoma State Cowboys.
You know what? He's got his ass on the line here, and he's pretty good when you give him time to prepare. Give me Jimbo.
Scoop.
I'm going with the Fighting Mullets.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh, that's a big line. I already picked it. It doesn't matter.
Holiday Bowl, number 16 Iowa giving 2 versus number 22 USC, who did not fire their head coach.
Yeah, and because of that,
Well, my God, that recruiting
but
class,
gave their
though.
OC Harrell a big fat raise, so he'll be having that job
and
next
still
year.
had like a 77th something recruiting
Yeah,
class.
did you see that?
I'm gonna.
How does that happen to USC?
I don't know.
telling
That's
you.
Never. Oof.
So that's the Holiday Bowls. That's it's Iowa giving 2. Who you got, Ro?
USC.
Scoop. Yeah, I got Iowa.
I got USC.
Oh, of course you do. The Cheez-It Bowl.
I love that bowl.
Air Force giving 3 to the Genius.
Wow.
Washington State.
Washington State.
Yeah.
You're both taking Washington State?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love America more than both of you, so I will take Air Force.
Yeah.
The Camping World Bowl. Thank God
You
we're
said
not
that about
there.
the Navy too.
What?
In the Navy.
Just because you hate, just because you hate Navy.
7 Seas.
Just because you hate, just because you hate
the Army
Army
is more
yeah.
American.
Yeah,
than
more
the-
American.
It is. It is.
That was still.
That was
Camping
great.
World Bowl.
I'm surprised Loans missed that one.
Number 15 Notre Dame giving 3.5 versus Iowa State.
Fighting Irish.
All right, Scoop.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. I will Notre Dame it too. Cotton Bowl, number 10, Penn State, given 7 versus number 17, Memphis.
PSU. Norval's coaching that? I don't even care.
Memphis doesn't have a coach.
Is he coaching that?
No, I don't think so.
Who you got, Scoop? Penn State?
Penn State.
Yeah, so do I. Peach Bowl, here we go. Number 1, LSU, given 14 versus number 4, Oklahoma.
So 14 goals. 14. This isn't a pick 'em.
14, yeah, 14
I know we
points.
saw that, right?
Who you got? Who you got, Rob?
Oklahoma just suspended like half its team.
3 guys.
Yeah, it's like half its team.
Okay, not even close. Scoop, who you got?
Half its offensive line.
Yeah. Who you got?
I got LSU.
Yeah, I do too. Fiesta Bowl, number 3, Clemson, given 2 to Ohio State. I have Clemson. You both have Ohio State.
Hold on a second. Hey. What is this?
Because every week you guys go,
I don't think we're winning.
OHIO. Fuck both of you. You got Ohio State. You're taking them to your grave. That's your team.
I want to pick Clemson.
Yeah,
Whatever.
too bad. No,
All three of us say Clemson's going to win the national championship, but we can't choose them in the pick'ems.
No, because you've been picking Ohio State all year.
All right,
that's your bet. You got to sleep in it.
Listen.
Yeah. Cane fans hate you for the Ohio State crap. You got to.
But the bandwagoners love us.
Well,
so I don't want to hear it.
They're not even on the air right now.
They won't be till after the season.
First Responder Bowl, Western Kentucky given 3.5 to Western Michigan. The Battle of Westerns.
When I don't know, give me the favorite.
Western
Kentucky.
Yeah. I'll take the Hilltoppers.
I will take Western Michigan, baby. All right, Redbox Bowl, because people still go to Redbox. California giving 6.5 to Illinois.
How do they afford a bowl game?
I don't
I mean,
know.
California.
What?
California row, Scoop. That's Lovie Smith that's the coach of Illinois.
Yeah. Illinois.
There you go. Yeah, I'll go Illinois. God, I'm just going the opposite on everything.
You are.
Music City Bowl, Mississippi State giving 4 to Louisville.
You know what? -4 is a pretty aggressive line.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a pretty good line because I know what Louisville's offense is capable of, and I like that guy. So give me Louisville.
Louisville. Scoop takes Louisville. I will take the no longer Dan Mullins. Mm-hmm. All right, Orange Bowl, number 9, Florida, giving 14.5 versus number 24, Virginia. Row?
Virginia's cheeks. Give me Florida.
I hate that. I'm taking Virginia.
Good for you.
Because I like Miami.
Because he's American.
Exactly. Because I'm a bigger Kane fan than both of you. The Belk Bowl. The Belk Bowl. Vatek -3 versus Kentucky.
Virginia Tech played pretty strong down the back end.
They
Bud
did.
Foster's last
Once they
game,
hit us, we just kind of launched them into
the stratosphere.
averageness.
You know what? In that regards, go ahead and give me Vatek.
Scoop.
It is Bud Foster's last game.
It is, yeah.
I'll take Vatek,
I'll take them as well. The Sun Bowl, Arizona State -4.5 versus FSU.
I don't care that they got Normal.
I like this game.
This
Nice.
is
Forks up.
Yeah, baby.
Forks up is right. Give me
Yeah.
Arizona State. FSU is still a clown show.
Yeah, I'm all about Herm Edwards.
Sing
All
it.
right.
Sing.
Good class
I'm going to start
yesterday, by the
singing.
way.
I know, great class by him, and he got that. He flipped someone last minute from
Receiver.
Yeah, Liberty Bowl, number 23, Navy, given 2.5 versus
In the
Kansas
Navy.
State.
Sail the 7 seas
In the Navy. Give me the Navy.
Who's the head coach at Kansas State? Is it still Snyder?
No, it's the guy from.
Snyder still is he
No,
alive?
he retired. It's the
Oh, he'll be
guy
back.
who
He'll come
won.
back.
It's the guy
What, from the grave in the
Did he die?
afterlife?
No, but he's come back before.
Who's the green and yellow team? North
Bowling
Dakota.
Green?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Is it
North
Dakota
that's won, like,
State.
3
North
national
Dakota State.
titles.
He's won like 5 titles with them. This is his first year there.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Rose got Navy. Who you got, Scoop?
I got Kansas State.
Yeah, so do I. Arizona Bowl, Wyoming, giving 7 to Georgia State.
Geo State.
Geo State.
GA State. I mean, my goodness. Give me Wyoming.
You can't get over it. No. All right, Scoop.
I'm taking Wyoming as well. The
I
Rough
am too
Riders.
because I love their helmets too.
Yeah.
With the horse and the cowboy on. It's good stuff.
Fighting Josh Allen's, right?
Yes.
That was the Arizona Bowl. Yes. All right, Alamo Bowl, number 11, Utah. After getting slammed.
7.
After getting lammed. Yeah, and giving 7 to Texas.
Texas is a mess. They had some South Florida kids.
Did you see Utah in their last game? Because they're a mess too.
That was a bad game.
Oregon,
was bad.
No,
That was Oregon,
bad, but they had a pretty good game all year
So
long.
who you got?
Give me the Utes.
The Utes. Scoop.
I'm taking the Utes as well.
What's
The
a
Utes
Ute?
as well. I will go with Texas because I love America.
Yeah, because Utah is part of Canada. It's the annexation of Puerto Rico.
Citrus Bowl, number 13. Number 13, Alabama.
Woo!
Giving 7.5 to number 14, Michigan.
Oh, he's going
to destroy them.
Alabama.
Yeah. Scoop?
Bama.
Yeah, me too. We go with the Outback Bowl. Number 12, Auburn, given 7.5 versus number 18, Minnesota.
I think you're going to row your boat up into a buzzsaw. Give me Auburn.
Auburn for row. Scoop?
Oh, he's towards the end. He was
I'm taking Minnesota. Auburn's notorious for blowing bowl games where they have nothing to play for. And Minnesota's got a lot to prove.
Row the boat.
Wow, you're going with
Minnesota
Auburn?
let me down earlier.
Minnesota.
Okay.
Oh, give me Oregon in the next one.
Rose Bowl, number 8, Wisconsin, minus 2.5 versus number 6, Oregon.
Mario.
All right, that's row. That's scoop. I will take Wisconsin because farms.
Farms are American.
In cows. Sugar Bowl, number 5, Georgia, given 6.5 versus number 7, Baylor.
I am going to tell you that they're going to have the greatest opening day script on this bowl of all time, and then Baylor's just going to score a lot of points because Georgia's offense is terrible. Georgia wins, Baylor's going to cover. So give me Baylor.
Baylor.
I will take Georgia. The Birmingham Bowl, number 21, Cincinnati, given 7 versus Boston College, who fired their head coach.
Cincinnati for the reason you just mentioned.
Scoop.
Cincinnati.
I will take Cincinnati as well. Gator Bowl, Tennessee, given 1.5 versus Indiana. How did Tennessee and Indiana make bowl? Really?
Vols.
Damn. All right, Vols. You're going Vols? Scoop. Oh, God, just
Indiana.
pick one. There you go. I will take Indiana, too. Potato Bowl. They don't even fucking try anymore. They don't even try anymore.
It's called the Potato Bowl.
Goddamn Potato Bowl.
They got a Carrot Bowl.
Son of a bitch.
Carrot Bowl. Blueberry Bowl.
Ohio given 7.5
Broccoli
versus
Bowl.
Nevada.
Succotash Bowl.
For a succotash.
Yucca Bowl.
When I don't know, just favorite. Ohio me.
Okay. Scoop.
How do you spell Ohio?
Plantain Bowl.
How do you spell Ohio?
Ohio.
I'll take Nevada. Armed Forces Bowl, Tulane versus Southern Mississippi. Tulane's given 7.
Yeah, I got Tulane there.
Oh, my God.
Tulane. You jumped me.
Scoop. I will take Southern Miss.
Oh my God.
And last but not least.
I mean, dude.
I think I picked maybe 3 or 4 the same as row. Alabama Bowl, Louisiana Lafayette giving 14 versus the Miami of Ohio. But really, both teams and everyone in attendance are losers in this one because it's the Alabama Bowl. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Lafayette's got an offense.
Yeah, they got an offense. All right, scoop row.
Lafayette.
How do you spell?
Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, I'm taking O-H.
Ohio.
There you go. Miami. That's it. All right, kids.
What?
It's time to name an episode.
Oh, we're done?
Really, that wasn't enough for you?
How long was this
some
episode?
more?
No, I don't want
We're
to pick
coming
anything.
up on, we're going to cut the first 10 minutes off, put that on the back. Or maybe just drop it separately. I don't know.
That's it might be a good.
Maybe, I don't know.
Separate drop.
Maybe just sit on it for a little while.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. He doesn't know.
I have no fucking idea. We're like an hour and 20 with all that. So probably about an hour.
Oh.
What are they saying here?
I don't know. What do they got going on?
We'll answer some questions from the
they're
YouTube
yelling at
page.
each other. They're yelling at each other. Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, I love it.
I'm Jewish. Where's my music? I don't have any. None of that. Damn it, Toast. They beat App State.
They did beat App State.
I hope Roll loses the whole season now. Snip, snip. Nobody loves it. Go Toast except for Bob. Oh, Jesus. I didn't get an alert that this was going live. That's just Simon.
Sorry, Simon. You can listen to it when it drops in the morning.
What in the fuck? No more. No fucking more. This is Bob Conley just screaming. Zach,
What's the matter? Because the
Zach,
OH.
haha, Big Brother is the name, laugh out loud, or eye emoji, or Top Gun is cheeks.
He's using my cheeks word. Get out of here.
All right, guys, that is episode number 63. Reminder that, give us a rating on iTunes and write a review if you wouldn't mind.
That'd be great.
Also, go to Patreon. You can subscribe for $5 a month and become a part of our very special chat that you've heard so much about today. And, yeah, they just are hating each other right now. These fuckers are violent sometimes. They really are. They just shred each other.
The OBB Army.
It's not a safe place. It really is.
Civil war in the chat.
Really is.
Yes, the Top Gunners and the commies.
The Americans or the commies?
When are we doing our next show?
I don't know. Next year?
Next week is Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys going to be in town?
Well, the 20th.
Yeah, but it's on a Wednesday.
Well, hold on. My question is, are
Well,
you guys
the bowl
in town?
game's on the 26th.
Are you guys in town all next week?
Yeah, I'm in town all week.
Do we do the three of us watch the game together and do like some live cut-ins or whatever, like on Facebook or whatever? Or I don't know.
I have plans on the 26th.
Oh, then
to watch
forget
the
it
game.
then. Oh, with who?
Oh.
He's
cheating on
not
us.
us.
No.
Oh, probably with that other pod that he goes on.
No,
and stuff.
absolutely not. It's my boy Chris at Advanced Insurance, who, if you have any insurance needs, just go and hook up with Ryan Collins and Chris. They'll take care of you. So I'm with the Advanced Insurance boys.
Oh, very nice. They don't want us to come also?
We can crash their party.
I don't do good at that. If you want it, yeah.
That means you got to actually meet people.
I know.
Yeah, it's a terrible idea.
Bad. It's a terrible idea.
Because he'll show up, but then he'll
He'll just look
sneak
at his
out.
phone like
Don't worry,
he'll
sneak
look
out.
at his phone
Don't
like,
worry.
hey, how's it going?
This shit's not even in the pod. It's totally getting cut out. That whole idea never happened.
Right.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
There you go.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
Marriage.
Marriage.
It might be end of the year, boys. I mean, it's Christmas holiday next week. So
I know. I don't know if this could be it until 2020. This could be the final episode. 2020, get ready for the bandwagoners.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
How about, I'm looking at it too, because it doesn't get going until the end of the year, but how about we do a 31st taping during the day? Is that going to work or no? I can do that.
How about you stop giving ideas? We just said we weren't doing any more this year.
Okay.
Zach,
But that's going to
unblock
drop
me now.
next year, so I'm technically right.
Oh, Jesus. Listen, in all
he's
honesty,
capable of doing anything on New Year's Eve?
what am I doing on New Year's Eve?
Nothing.
No,
yeah.
we tape early. Like, we could tape like at 12 o'clock. What are you
What
going to
the
have?
fuck are you talking about?
Bro.
New Year's Eve.
Have you seen
Not New Year's Day.
Seen him on New Year's Eve?
What time you think? I start early, dog.
That's
happening.
going to
Bloody
be better.
Marys.
Ain't
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you don't realize how high I'm going to be on New Year's Eve?
What's different?
No, like really high. Like I'm generally high.
like
I'm
Clemson
really
class
going
high?
to be high. Like I'm really going to be high.
6
on New Year's
5-star
Eve.
high?
Yeah. Like this is kid stuff. I get really high on New Year's. This is like elementary school. I go post grad for New
Masters.
Year's Eve. Yeah, absolutely.
One
Oh
of
yeah,
those masters.
I'll get my PhD, bitch. You better believe it.
Doctorate.
Especially now with the card.
Right.
2020 is going to be fabulous. I'm sick.
So we got a name.
We're all completely aware of that.
I'm sick. Oh, that's what we're going.
Listen, in all honesty, you guys have an awesome holiday.
Yeah.
Whether you are doing Hanukkah or Christmas, I know they're both at the same time this year. And we'll see you guys in 2020. Be safe.
Name the episode.
What is the episode?
Your dog doesn't like you.
I like that. You had to take one last shot at him in 2019, didn't you, assholes?
Yep.
That's real nice of you. This is why he blocked you, Scoop. This is why he blocked you.
You.
This is why he blocked you.
You.
He knows what I'm saying is right.
What's a spread?
Can't deny it.
I don't know.
That's another episode in the books. The Orange Bowl Boys are brought to you by Ed Morse. Make sure your next vehicle is backed by Morse. Visit edmorse.com.
So I watched that 22-minute thing that Bob put in there for me, and the first probably 8 minutes was so bad that it made me not want to watch anything. Like because I want to watch it. I'm like, I'm not watching this shit. This is terrible. Literally, I almost stopped it.
Episode 1 and 2?
I don't know, because it's just
What are you
just a
talking about?
chronological.
Yeah, 1 and 2 were bad.
But the
Star
first,
Wars?
like I'd say 7 or 8 minutes of that video of this guy explaining what's going on was fucking brutal. Like, so terrible.
So when did it get better?
It got better when Revenge of the Sith, when it was number 3,
Yep.
right? So
That's
it
what I
got
told you.
better when the one that I saw, that's when it got better. And then it went to whatever, and then, but Rogue One wasn't right after that. Like, chronologically, like, he put it
chronologically,
later.
Rogue One Rogue One is
before
after
episode.
I understand
is before
that,
episode 4.
episode 4.
But that wasn't like that. It was
He didn't
like
do that?
later.
Okay.
It was later before, what number is today?
9.
What happened to 8? I'm not supposed to watch 8?
8 is on Netflix. Yeah, that's
8
Jedi.
blows. 8 blows.
Oh, that's the one that's
hate
really
8.
bad?
That's the one
Okay.
I'm always vocal about that I
That
can't
it was
stand
terrible.
it. Yes.
Okay. So before 7 was kind of like where they had, because 6 is Empire Strikes Back?
Return of the
Return
Jedi
of the Jedi. So 7 is
is The Force Awakens.
right. So it was kind of like before that, because it's talking about, what's her name, Rey?
Yeah.
And then Rey and Luke, and her trying to get him to teach it and the whole thing. So I started to watch Rogue One this morning, right? Because I can do it on my phone now, right?
It's good.
Within
You're
30
watching it on your phone?
Yeah, he's busy.
with Disney. What, you think I was sitting on the fucking couch?
Yeah.
It's a goddamn cinematic thriller. You should watch it on a big screen. Watching a goddamn phone. Jesus Christ, you're missing the whole. Yeah.
Sorry,
gotta
I don't
immerse
think they
yourself in
show
this,
Rogue
bro.
One on the big screen anymore.
On your TV on like
I-
70 inches, bro.
I don't. First of all, I don't have a 70-inch TV.
Well,
And
you
second
got
of all,
like
I
it's
don't have
bigger
time
than
to
your
sit
phone. Oh.
there. Anyway.
You got to make time, bro. You got to make time.
Okay.
All right.
So within 30 seconds, the tripod thing that's flying in flies right through the area that Steph and I went to the glacier in Iceland.
Nice.
Literally. I took a screenshot, and I'm like, literally, I was like, holy shit.
I was there.
That was right there. That's pretty cool.
All right. You ready to do this?
Now, who is she?
Who? Ray? You'll know this episode.
You'll know. Oh, okay.
I have my theory. I like my theory a lot, but
Of
I don't-
who she is.
Of who she is.
I said Hans got.
Yeah.
He got the axe.
And I got pissed
That
because
was in
somebody
7,
spoiled
right?
that. Yeah, that was in
in
7.
7.
Somebody fucking spoiled that.
And
I
that was
pissed.
from
I saw that online.
his nephew.
That's his son. His son.
That was
killed him.
Han's son.
Yeah. Kylo Ren is Han's son.
Oh,
And that is the son
But
of
that's-
Han Solo and
but whose
Leia.
nephew is that though?
Luke's. That was Luke's nephew. That was Leia and
Hold on
Han's
a second.
son.
Hold
Yes,
on.
yes.
Luke and Leia are brother and sister.
I understand. I know that.
So
Okay,
her
so
son
yes,
would
right,
make
they are.
would make uncle.
Yeah. Kylo Ren is Luke's nephew.
Does Kyle have the Force?
Kylo.
Kylo?
Kyle.
Whatever, dude.
Kyle. Yeah. No, I'm proud
You're
of
lucky
you.
I even know his fucking first name.
Kyle.
with an initial.
Yes, he's a Force and he's a Sith. He's turned to the dark side. You can always tell they're the only ones that carry red lightsabers.
Right, I knew that.
Red lightsabers are bad.
Because I saw Anakin
Every other
chop that dude's head off with both. And you
Yeah, I
didn't
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't know where it's.
He killed a whole bunch
Yeah.
of kids too.
And-
the dick.
So I
Anakin
saw that. That
hasn't-
was in Sith, right?
Anakin hasn't acted since.
Yeah.
That's how great the first three movies did for his career.
Hayden Christensen. Yeah.
It wasn't very good.
Yeah.
No, he's not really. A very
I would
good
tell you, the
actor.
acting
No,
in
it was
Revenge
bad.
of the Sith was shit.
No, it's bad all the way
No, the
around.
first three.
I
the
watched
first
it
three
2 years
sucked.
ago.
Hayden
but-
Christensen sucked at it. Forcing Samuel L. Jackson to do it was kind of even Obi-Wan.
Well, they didn't
was,
force him. He begged his
but-
way on.
But
Yeah.
I will say this: when I was watching the 22-minute thing, and it
he was a forced character.
and it was
Right, yes.
it was stuff from Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. What's the other one?
And Star Wars.
Star Wars.
It's
Okay,
called Star Wars.
So stuff from
A New
the
Hope.
stuff from the three of those. I was like, oh, this is great because I was, however old.
Yeah.
right? I remembered all of that.
Well, what I was going to tell you, if you just watch those 3 movies and you just go to Wikipedia and read about it, you'll be like, okay.
Yeah. I've pretty much figured it out. That helps. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll start as soon as they're done. Don't worry.
Oh, hey, they're listening to all this.
Oh, they're listening. They're watching.
Good. Good for them. Is Zach on there?
No, he's too big. I just gave him a game.
I think is Zach ZF. He's saying Top Gun is trash.
Right.
We kicked him
Oh,
out.
bro, you missed it last night.
Don't ignore me. Scoop knew this was coming.
One of the funniest.
I've already laughed.
I was laughing. I was crying.
What the hell happened?
I was crying.
What happened?
Because we have the OBB chat, and we have Kenny,
Yeah,
and we
just
love
FYI
Kenny, and we
for-
love Zach.
FYI, for those of you listening, for $5 a month, you can get into our private OBB chat where it's pretty much a free-for-all. Football and everything else is game, but that's $5 a month. Go to Patreon, search Orange Bowl Boys, go ahead, pay us, and we'll let you in.
And there's like benefits too, because Zach's copping a game for me. It's awesome. I just bet him like, here you go. You can play the Fallen Order. So
Game is paused in the background.
All right, nice, way to go. All right, go to don't go to Dathomir first. That's my.
So
suggestion.
what happened last night?
So Kenny and Zach, there's a new Top Gun movie coming out.
Oh, God, really?
So we like Top Gun.
I know. My wife was watching. Like,
Yeah, hanging with the boys. Anyway,
Love Top Gun. Dude.
so
right, 30 years ago.
yeah, so
There's
it's
a new one.
It's coming.
Brilliant.
Did anyone ask for it? Did we need it?
I need it.
Really?
I
You
needed my
needed a
life.
new?
Yeah.
I mean, Goose is dead. He's not coming back. Is Meg Ryan in this one? No.
Goose is back. He went on ER. He was alive and well.
He was on ER.
He was on ER.
He was pretty good. He died on ER too.
All right. So last night you're talking Top
So
Gun.
all of a sudden they're anti-Top Gun. They're like,
Yeah,
everybody in our
the
chat.
two of them.
You're
The two of
100%.
them.
Yeah, 100%.
So
you guys are right.
said, what did I say? I said, I'll
called
kick
him-
you. Oh, I said, I'll kick you all out of here. I don't care.
Commies.
I swear to God, it wasn't less than 3 seconds. Boom, boom. Both of them were kicked out. Wasn't me. He did it.
I kicked him out.
And
I didn't even know he said
didn't
that.
even see that I said it.
So he's like,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
I'll kick
damn.
you. It was
So
like, I'll kick you out.
all out.
Bro, that's savage.
I don't care.
That's savage.
Click,
Oh.
click, dude.
I had
We
Zach-
fucking died in there.
So you kicked them out because they said the Top Gun sucks.
Yes. We'll kick you out too.
Top
you
Gun
commie.
fucking blows, dude.
you're
There's no
commie.
need for it. The first one was fine, but you don't need
You know what?
another one.
You know what else made it
I'm
funny?
a commie. Jesus Christ.
Because after they called him a commie, there were so much American flags and hacksaw Jim.
I saw
Bob
some
and
of that.
Scotty.
I'm not reading. I saw all
They're
that.
putting all the American flag stuff in
and
there.
we're laughing.
we
Everybody,
were-
it kept me up for like I didn't go to sleep until like
my
1:30
God.
I was
in the morning.
crying. I was literally sitting in my bed reading that, crying.
This
So
morning I
tired.
scrolled past. I saw the American flag. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not stopping.
But it was so
and it was a lot of stuff. I was scrolling through a lot of stuff.
brilliantly
Yeah, all right.
timed that it's just the whole timing of the whole thing was it was epic, bro.
Oh, I love it.
So we not letting, are they
And
banned? Are
Zach-
they not letting
No,
them
no,
back
They're
in?
back.
Oh,
Oh,
they're
you
back
kidding
in.
me? Zach had me in a private message.
Oh,
away
he
from that
said,
guy.
he said, "Stop bullying me."
Good, Zach. You better. Yeah, no bullying. No bullying. It's a safe space.
As I was reading his message to me, I swear I heard.
Oh my God.
I was like,
thought-
I'm just kidding,
Oh my
bro.
God.
I'll put
He-
you back in.
He started. You know how Rose sweats about the second. Zach started sweating.
goes, "Give me palpitations."
He thought that we kicked him out for good.
It was just a joke.
Oh, my
Kenny,
God.
Kenny was
Oh, my
funny
God.
too because he comes back. He goes, he's from Canada. He's like, I was already coming up with a plan that said, hey, these guys are bullying me and somehow stole my credit card information.
It was awesome.
It was.
Oh,
it
God.
It was good.
It was,
It was an
All right.
epic,
Love it.
epic 10 minutes. That's for sure.
Anyways,
Any
All
of
right,
that,
so I guess we should go ahead and start
any of
this.
that recorder or no?
Oh, all of it. Oh, this has been running for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's on YouTube. It's been on everything. Yeah.
Good.
It's actually more. Yeah. YouTube's been on for 7 minutes. All right. Top Gun still sucks. You're 100% right, Zach. It does. The version was fine, but there was no need for another one.
That's not what he's saying. He's
the
saying that
first
the
one
first one
sucks.
sucks.
Listen.
And I'm like, dude, are you kidding? That's an American
Let's
iconic
not get fucking
cinematography.
crazy.
it sucks now, but that was a great movie back
Dude.
then. Come on. Do you know I did that part though? I did that.
Which part?
You know the part where he gets down. I'll get
Yeah.
down on my knees.
Of course you
never
did.
close
Of course
your
you did. Mhm.
So I was in
Anymore.
Memphis on a baseball tournament, and boy, we Killed it. We knocked it out of the park.
Hey,
It worked. I got tone.
trying hard. That was it.
know it is.
Baby.
Baby, I know it.
You lost that love and feeling. You asked for it.
Whoa, that love and feeling. You lost that love and feeling. Now it's gone.
Gone.
Whoa, whoa.
Do-dum. Da-dum. Da-dum. Ba-dum.
Baby.
I get down on my knees for you.
If you'd only say you love me like you used to do. Yeah. Come on, let's hit the note. We gotta at least do the note. So, baby, bring it on back.
I'm begging you, please. I need your love.
How do you not like that, you commies? You communists will kick you again.
What's Zach's handle? Who is Zach?
Zachy-Poo stayed at OBB Field. I love that handle, too, by the way.
Did you guys let him back in?
Yes, we let him back in. We let them both back in. But it was still funny. We kicked him.
I got tone.
Boom! Oh, my goodness.
No, I blame Zach for what just happened, so I just kicked him again. He's out. Sorry, Zach. That was all your goddamn fault. I had to sit through that because of you. You're out. We'll let you back in after the pod. I blocked him from the OBB account.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God
my
damn.
goodness.
Oh, he says he's out. You are. I kicked you out. Oh, shit. All right. Should we do this? God
Yes.
damn.
Love and
Oh, wow.
feeling. Whoa, that love and feeling.
I'm going to need you to shut up now.
You've lost that love and feeling.
But you know who didn't
Now
lose
it's
that loving
gone.
feeling?
Gone.
Toast, you know who didn't lose that loving feeling?
Kelly
Ed Morse.
McGillis.
Ed Morse.
Oh, Jesus, Ed Morse. No, we're not. No, we're not second from that into that.
Okay. Kelly McGillis. Not bad on the ice.
She was good then.
She was good then. She disappeared.
Yeah, she's probably wearing granny panties now, but whatever. Good for her.
With her girlfriend.
Nice. No, we're not here to judge.
No.
They're female officials. They're female officials, just so you know. Don't you dare call them chick referees.
No chicks. That is not a chick to you.
No, it's not chick.
Okay?
It's a woman.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.